What is going on, family? Greetings, everyone. Today, Monday indeed. Greetings, welcome. Monday the 14th of October. Happy birthday for my fellow Libras celebrating today. Sorry I'm late. It's supposed to be 5 p.m. for the live, but yeah. I've been traveling extensively, throughout the past 24 hours, and yeah, I had to rest. I was really tired. So let me first and foremost start by saying thank you. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Varela obrigado, man. So much love received since Friday on my birthday celebration. I have to say that I'm extremely humbled by the love, the support, the great amount of messages received. I think over 1,800. This is crazy. I tried to respond to everyone, but it's not easy. I missed some messages. I answered some. So for those of you who texted me on the DMs, or in the comments, I'll get back to you as the days go by. But yeah, thank you very much. It definitely felt special because, interestingly enough, all these years, I never really wanted to celebrate my birthday in a way that will be spread out, I was more like, yeah, it's just another day, whatever. And I was like, no, man, this year it's not happening, You need to enjoy and celebrate life, your life, while you're alive, Thank you very much, family. Thank you, Maya. Thank you very much. Abraço também para ti, mano. Obrigado. And birthdays indeed to be celebrated. So this year I was like, no, it's going to be done accordingly, properly. And I'm extremely blessed that a series of friends came through. And some flew all the way from Africa to visit, and it was just amazing, man. It was just amazing all over the world. Literally, I had great company throughout the celebration on the 11th. And so yeah, with that being said, Saturday I went to Belgium. I performed in Antwerp, the city of Antwerp, where I had not performed in about 10 years, I would have to say. And I performed at this venue called Icon, which is a pretty big, it's one of the big venues in Antwerp, very big club. And it was really nice, man. I really enjoyed myself. The crowd was, as usual and as expected in Belgium, the crowd is very difficult. It's not easy to move them. They're still trying to get it. I think it's gonna take a lot of time before Belgium really understands that sound, that Afro house sound, but it's getting there, and big shout out to Afro Nation NL for investing, in this beautiful event and inviting me over for this performance, which I have to say was again really nice. And so I posted earlier on my IGTV a little video of me surprising my sister, my younger sister, and the babies, the kids actually, right after my set. I was like, I cannot be in Belgium, and though I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I just was like, yo, I gotta do this. I gotta make it happen. George, come aqui, man. And Stacy, what it do? And basically, yeah, my boy Gibi, who's a childhood friend from all the way back in Central African Republic. We've known each other since we were 7 years old. 7 or 8 years old anyway, and he was like, yo, let's go. He came through from Paris just to attend the set. As soon as I was done, went to the hotel, took my bag. We drove all the way to Liège, which is not a city in Belgium. And yeah, got there. We got there kind of early, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let them sleep. We slept in the car in front of the house, and then at 8 a.m. rang the bell, boom, surprise. Yeah, man, I have to say, I shed a tear, but silently and on the side, where nobody could see. But it was beautiful, catching them as they're waking up. Yeah, beautiful energy. So with that being said, yeah, family is important. Today I want to talk about family quickly. It's not a long live. I know all you guys are busy, but I just wanted to touch upon the subject of family. We don't choose family. We don't specifically choose the family we were born in and with. But I believe that we can make the best out of what we have. You know, some very dysfunctional families do exist. It's true that it's there's no way to repair damages and stuff. But I think that, you know, it does take also personal desire to really want to make amends and or accept others to make amends with you, and understand that at the end of the day, you know, yet you don't have to mingle, yet you don't have to be best of friends, but you're still family. So, you know, I know it's easier said than done for many. I'm really thankful that, you know, within the own dysfunctional aspects of my family, which thankfully are not that crazy, but, you know, we do have our matters as any families. I think that the overall and the most important aspect of things is that there is a sense of togetherness and a sense of making sure that we don't dishonor the ancestors, we don't dishonor the legacy, you know, that was bestowed upon us, and to push forward toward and onwards to the next coming generations. So I think that, you know, you will obviously create your own family outside of yours. I mean, there's quite a few people that I do call brothers from another, who are people that have been with me for many years, people that I just met that with whom the connection was strong, sisters, etc. So it's like, it's all about, you know, understanding that you have to know how to surround yourself. You have to know how to work within the realms of a family, you know, structure. You know, me being almost the eldest, because I'm the second eldest. You know, there is a role, there is a certain responsibility that comes with it. So you can't really escape from it, you know, and you have to embrace it. And me, I've always been, you know, in my case, educated and taught to embrace and own it. That's the role I'm playing, and that I embrace fully. But at the same time, it's also understanding that, you know, you have to somehow be tolerant, you know, because it's very easy to criticize, you know, but it's very complicated to be actually an actor of the change, you know. So instead of talking shit about it, make a change about it, you know, make things happen so that, you know, you can generate the change that you want to see happening. And the change that you want to see happening starts with you first, right? Your outlook on things, your take on things, and then it will operate with others that are receptive to it. Kampala, Uganda indeed. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Merci à tous, bonjour. Yes, family, thank you very much. Yo, so with that being said, family is fucking important, you know, whether it is family that you've created through your friends, or it is your actually blood-related family. It is important, you know. You cannot stray away from it. You cannot run away from it. It is what it is. There's these uncle and these aunts and these people that you're not necessarily proud of, or that you're not necessarily super excited about, but you know what? They are family. So there's only so much you can actually do, you know, and you don't have to actually, you know, mingle with them necessarily, but yeah, just deal with it. It is what it is. And so for those of you who this week happen to be in Europe, precisely in Amsterdam, in Holland, Amsterdam Dance event is happening this week, and me and the team are going to be there starting Wednesday the 16th. So we are running our own event at this place called John Doe in Amsterdam, Wednesday night. The lineup is pretty dope. Some up-and-coming artists, some established names such as Satellite, CL Assad, Omar. Sorry, just received a call. Omar FNX, Afrotura, Josie Knights, Sentiments, The Keto, Vanko. Yeah, the lineup is pretty freaking dope, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. And you know, as I said, come through. I miss Las Gidio. I miss my family in Las Gidio as well, fam. You already know, but it's coming back soon. Working on it. So yeah, that being said, come through if you happen to be around. you know, Amsterdam, Wednesday night, John Doe, Yosef, and us behind the decks, and you guys on the dance floor. You already know it's the perfect combination. And yeah, that's about it. For those of you, once again, who've been living on a rock and or not necessarily in tune with my actuality, make sure you go to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever is your, whichever of those platforms and others are your platforms of choice, including Tidal, etc. Check out my latest joints, including the latest one, which is Lagos Vibes featuring JOJ. And yeah, man, it's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece that's getting so far quite a great amount of love. So make sure you go check it out. You stream, you repost, and you continue sharing the love with us as we continue making sure that we provide the music here in the studio, and yeah, continue providing you with just nothing but quality. So that's that, man. That's that. Nothing but blessings. Brother Zoetic, what's going on? Emmanuel, comment ça va? What it do? Man, we got big people in this life today. Wow. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect and gratitude indeed. On this words, family, that was just what I really wanted to share with you. Just some little words about, you know, what this experience was on the weekend, you know, and very important. So this, I don't know if you guys saw, before I leave, this is very important for those of you who have kids or nephews or nieces, you know, so my kids are my nephews are very, you know, I would have to say they're very well educated. My sister is really hands on them, and like I was very impressed. They were like, everybody knew exactly what they had to do, including the one that's in the 6 kids. So the number 5, and she's 4.5. She's actually hold on. Yeah, she's 5 years old, and she, just like everyone else, know exactly what she had to do. You know, she would take her place. So very impressive. And one of my nephews had his elbow fractured at school. He got bullied by other kids. That was so my nephew is 9, and he got bullied by kids of 12, 11 years old. Massively, as a matter of fact, because he broke in 2 places. They can't really do anything. Supposedly at the hospital, they said they have to see how it's gonna place itself back. So, you know, he's got his arm wrapped up and stuff. But my other nephew, the eldest one, who's 10, also got roughed around pretty badly, but he didn't want to tell me because he was ashamed. So I only found out today when my sister called me. I mean, actually not even my sister, my mother told me about it today, and I was like, but I was there yesterday, you know. But I understand, you know, and he feels like he's, you know, he's the eldest. I don't know. Yeah, he felt shy and ashamed to tell me that he got beaten up, which is unfortunately things that happen, but you know, it's not irreversible. So I'm gonna be making sure that they will be starting to attend, you know, martial arts schools and understanding how to defend themselves. You know, the good thing is that those kids know how to talk. They've always been taught and educated to favor conversation over punches. But yo, if you got kids, you just want to make sure that those kids are well prepared for the world out there, man. There's some really evil little bastards out there, for whichever reasons. I mean, you know, and I'm pretty sure those kids probably go through their own, you know, situations making them the way they are, you know, and hurting other people's kids. But you know, unfortunately, some people don't understand conversation. Some people really understand like a serious punch in the face to set their record back straight, you know. I don't believe in violence, but when necessary, it has to be applied. And not in an aggressive way, but if you're being, you know, harassed, you have to put people in check. So all that to say, yo, making sure your loved ones know how to defend themselves is extremely important. Even worse than anything. Another story I found out, so one of my nieces, she has a little problem of hearing, you know, which is gonna pass through the years as she grows up, but you know, they're working on it. But the thing is that and she's the nicest child. I've never seen a child that's smiling so much. Smiles, and she's always kind, and she's only she's six and a half. And yo, the teachers at school, when it's time for lunch, they would put her on the side and eating by her own, not even allowed to be with the other kids. We also just found that out this week. So it's like, yo, they're changing. Actually, as a matter of fact, my sister changing their school. Thursday, they're out, moving from that school to another one, much better. But yeah, all that to say, make sure you know, you talk to your kids, you know, be listening to them. Don't undermine them, you know. It's very important. And I'm always there for them. It's not my kids, they're my nephews and nieces. And as much as I'm that presence that, you know, I'm not there, obviously. I'm here in Portugal, but I realize that, damn, you think you can protect them, but there's only so much you can do. So once you know what's happening, make sure you don't react stupidly. Go have conversations. If you have to call in the police or whatever you have to do, make sure that, you know, things are taken care of, you know, in a proper way, in a legal way. But yeah, don't let harassment and bullying, you know, being perpetrated like that. It's just not even acceptable and tolerable, actually. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Make sure you listen to your little ones. You know, it's very important. If you're an uncle, an uncle, an aunt, grandmother, whatever is your position, you know, yeah, man, you know, be listening to the kids. It's very important. Don't forget that we are all responsible for their educations, and they are up and coming adults. So who they will be tomorrow is going to be defined by what we do of them and with them now. So yeah, make sure you be the best example you can be. On these words, family, may music be with you this week. May you be successful in everything that you plan to do. And I shall be connecting with you guys again next week. Once again, great health, success, humility, and music. Bless our family. Thank you once again for the support, and have a beautiful, beautiful week.